Mic check. Okay. Looks like we're all good. Looks like we are all good to get rolling. Okie dokie. So, what's this? We need to continue progress getting into LUV, working our way to the reactor for better power. Power is definitely being an issue for us. So getting into this large plasma turbine quest, our dependencies, LUV machine hull, nanoprocessor, Y use GregTech energy generators, and IV power. So the machine hull here, rhodium, plated palladium, polytetrafluoroethylene sheets, and niobium titanium cable. Okay. And that is there. So we're going to need twinite. How is the twinite? Twinite is slow. What I'm seeing there. Which one of these is running twinite? This guy is running twinite. 317 seconds. Probably set up another one of these ABSs to run twinite. Now I think I can use the memory card. Let's try that. So I know I can use it here. Right, but can I use it? Doesn't look like I can use it here. That's for GregTech. Okay. Apparently I can't press A on any of those. Molten Twinite. Bam, 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 bam. Circuit 13. Input bus. U. I need distinct buses there. Then helium. Is that gonna work? Yep. All right, so we've doubled our twinite production, but what I'm gonna need is to put some of it through the wire mill. Now, how much? It's telling me that I need twinite because I'm going to be making the converters. Let's see, a 64 amp LUV converter. Got 16. So it's significantly more expensive for the 64. I don't think I need the 64 right away. I think it's going to be better off going with the 16. So let's get twinite wires in that. Then I'll probably use, yeah, the Twinite 1X for the for wiring. So I need input buses. It's 2, and I've got enough room to set up a couple here. Now if I had more GregTech knowledge, I would know about how much it's gonna take in the long run. Like how many of my machines will be in LUV. Oh, let's see. Let's turn this like down super far, see if that'll work. Quality, fast. Clouds, we'll turn those off. Hopefully, I'll make it run a little bit nicer. This never broke. Come on. I don't know, maybe the world is running so poorly I can't stream. So let's see. We're gonna need those connectors there. We're gonna need anchors down. You are gonna be Twinite wire, and I'm gonna say, let's go 16. 8. You are gonna be 1 Twinite it. That's on circuit 1. Definitely need to make sure that we have distinct buses turned. You're gonna be 16. I should have bookmarked it. 16. And you 16x. How many does that make? It makes just 1. Here I'm also gonna do threshold is. We do not have a lot of Twinite, and that is gonna be a problem very quickly. And we should see these kick on. They're gonna be real slow to do it. Let's move these. Supplement a little bit of storage down here. So we've got our Twinite. This is going to want this. This LUV machine hull has rhodium plated palladium. I have that. And liquid polyphenylene sulfide. What is this for? Is it, yeah, the niobium titanium cable. Perfluoroelastomer. That's a new one. Styrene butadiene. I think I have that. Let's get rid of those. I need that. So we're gonna need a couple of things for this. Add this guy. Yes, liquid polyphenylene sulfide. oxygen, dichlorobenzene, sodium sulfide, or just air. Doesn't really save us anything. Air is cheaper, but I'm pretty sure I have a ton of oxygen. Yeah, we got a ton of oxygen. So we need a chemical reactor. I could set it up over here on this guy. Output hatch. I've just been kind of cramming these in. And then this is used for the sheets. Oh, wait, I have that already. Liquid polyphenylene. And I have the sheets. Thin polyphenylene sulfide sheet. Is that what that is? Yes, sweet. Niobium titanium cable. Oh, I have that. So we have this. Polyphenylene. We just needed to get a bucket of it. I got $3. All right. Ah, here we go. Now it's there. I'll save that because I'm going to use it. Dump that back in there. Dump that in there. Put our star T coins away. And let's see. So getting into, not that, getting into the LUV machine hull. Need the machine casing, which is going to come from an assembler. And I'm going to need crafting area for all of this. I want a little bit more render. Let's go 8 chunks, I guess. Okay. So I was kind of just putting more stuff down here. I guess we'll just continue that. Now, I did run a profiler. One of the things, so obviously getting rid of solar panels is going to help a lot. Don't think the drawers are really hurting us. I think they could be slightly, a little tiny bit. And it's not saying they're using anything, but I know for certain that the laser nodes are. I know that I need to get rid of those. So I guess I'm just going to continue to use drawers. Let's see. So 2 assemblers, that's going to be an LV. That's LV, so that's fine. And I don't want to save that one. I want to save this one. Tetrafluoroethylene, it's not a problem. So I need 2, I'm going to go IV assemblers because I have IV set up right here anyways. And I did not actually click on 3 of them, but it gave me. So we're going to stick with 2. And we're going to get downgrades. This guy is going to push to the bottom. That one's going to push to the bottom. Now, I did have to take my world off of this server that I had it on. So I kind of lost my inventory. Let's see. Those I want exported out of my inventory. Don't want them in the card holder. They can go back in there. These, oh yeah, I don't. Damn it. Now delete them. There we go. Turn that back on. Yes. So you're going to need item and fluid. You're going to get no fluid. So I actually don't need a fluid for this one. But this one is going to be 8 of those rhodium plated plates. That's going to be stock. And that's going to be on 8. Then you get item and fluid. Fluid is going to be liquid polytetrafluoroethylene. And it's 288 buckets. $288 buckets. Stock that, and one of those guys, 2 of those. That is 8. So we stock these. The polytetrafluoroethylene. Do I have any of that? No. And then rhodium plated palladium. Needs to be made in a bender. We've got some benders over here. And are these useful? Let's say 64. 2. Bender on 1. And cable. I'm gonna see, yep, they're kicked on. Let's change this to, I don't know, 8. We're gonna throw these in, yeah, right there. And then if we come over here, this guy should be on. Yep, and you're gonna auto export. Need those and those. So lock that, link it. That should turn this on. We'll lock that and link it. Take our first LUV machine hull. Cool. Pop that back in there. Claim our reward. And then we need a converter, a redstone variadic interface, a way to monitor your multi-blocks with redstone outputs, allowing for complex systems. Provides access to redstone indicators for multi-block automation. Energy fluid item. Don't know that that's necessarily important, but it does get us to the Dimensional Destabilizer, a machine capable of tearing space-time using the power of nether stars, allowing you to harvest Naquita from it. Okie dokie. Pure netherite plate. That's pure netherite. pure netherite, and I have pure netherite, right? It's been a minute since I played. Yeah, we got a ton of pure netherite. Okay. And then this guy gets used. Ooh, in a big old multi-block. How big is this guy? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 17 by 17? Eesh. Let's see. Stress proof. We have scheelite glass, molybdenum, dacylide, coil. Any of this? I think I have the stress proof casing actually. Yeah, we got stress proof casing. Molybdenum. Let's see. Graphene. Liquid HSLA. Let's see. Arc smelter, brewing. And these have to be the molybdenum dicylide coil. Implant exotic gas siphon. That's the one we were looking at. How many does that take? 5. Bacteria breeding takes 14. Bacterial hydrocarbon. Those clean room blocks. Sterilized filter kit. Arc smelter. Brewer fermenter fluid heater. A chem plant. We'll probably use a decent amount of chem plants, right? It probably would not be a bad idea for me to automate this guy. So I guess let's work on that first. Now this liquid HSLA does have some uses. Don't think that any of them are notable. Yeah, they're not. So this should probably... well, I have another assembler, so we can just do it. And then I'm also going to need graphene, molybdenum ring. So that's going to be an extruder. That's not a problem. Graphene. Graphene it. Apparently coming from graphene dust. Is maybe a mixer. I don't know where it's coming from, honestly. But I have a decent amount of it. Yeah, I think it's coming from the graphene dust. So an extruder, mold ring. So let's do... These are all being used. This needs a ring to go in there. 32. And how fast is this? I'm doing it at IV 0.6. And you... Well, that should just like start cranking, right? Probably not. Screwdriver. Keep exact. Yeah, okay. Works. So we've got those. The graphene foil. It's also an extruder. or a bender? We'll go bender. Gonna need some more benders here soon. Let's see. Got those. Got those. So it just needs... Those just need to come down here. And you, sir. Let's see. Is this one set up? That is why... Am I out of rhodium? Rhodium plated palladium. Is this not updated? Why are you not... Why are you not putting rotted plated palladium in there? Or is it? And I'm not seeing it? Oh, no, I guess it is. It's just happening very slowly. So graphene foils. And graphene foils are made in a bender on 10. Let's go 8 ingots. And that's going to be graphene foils. The coil blocks. I'm going to go here, and I need... Actually, let's go with a fluid extractor first. Oh, no, it needs to be an owl. No, scrapping. Scrapping the ingot, yes. And you are going to be controlled by an emitter. And that's going to be liquid HSLA. By 1 bucket. Let's go... 2 buckets. I don't really need that much. You're going to be a redstone card. Input on 3. You're an input on 1. So this can be 2. This will have an item insert on high for HSLA. It. And then liquid HSLA is going to go back into the system once I get a storage place for it. Popping in a canner. It's a little bit slow. Shellite glass, ivy, it's laminated glass and liquid shellite. You're going to need liquid HSLA steel. Then you're going to also have a fluid export, which I'll probably also put on 2. No. All right, let's put some HSLA in here and see if that works. Once I hook it up, should kick on, should extract, unless there's not a fluid. No, there's a fluid card in here, right? There's a fluid card in there. So once that gets to 2 buckets, it's going to stop. This guy is going to get 144 millibuckets of HSLA and 32 of those and 16 of those. Didn't want it to. And then hook that up. And put those there, put those there, HSLA. Liquid HSLA goes there, yada, yada, yada. Bam. Nope. Graphene. Should pop up right here. Yeah, there we go. You're not going to get anything there, but we could take a functional drawer and... Okay. I wanted to scroll. So that's 6. 8. 8. 48. 5. 14. And finally 4. So I'd be fine with just a stack of these. Ooh, but they are slow. 12 seconds. Is that a quest? It does not look like it's a quest. Lock it and link it. And let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was a quest. Naquita. What else? Let's see. We're in processing lines, and I think we're on our way to getting Naquita. Which means Sky. Nether Star Shard. Have those here. They're at 289. That should get me this quest. got that. Why is this one not working? Nether Star Shard. Clearly I have a Nether Star Shard. I have this. So here and see if I can edit this. Edit. No subtitle. How do I do. Add image, quest properties. How can I change it to just like a checkbox? Guided, optional. Delete a post. Edit file. No. Check mark. Did I do it? I did not do it. Icon, edit, quick edit, delete instant. CB also. This again. It's off. PCB coolant. Okay, so I need PCB coolant mixer. Polychlorinated biphenylene. Biphenyl? What's this? Chemical reactor, chlorine and biphenyl dust. Benzene and oxygen. We got a bunch of crap, huh? Let's see. What was I doing over here? I wanted those, right? Those oils. Brewed it. Do I have that? Yeah, I do. Don't have that. Chemical reactor. Benzene and toluene to be able to make methane. Or... no, same thing. Benzene and oxygen. It's water? This obviously is the one I'm supposed to go with. There's those small piles. Okay. Naquita. I guess we're going... searching through Naquita. Oh, here we go. This is the quest line that we'll be getting through. PCB coolant biphenyl. Which is an LCR. Hey, Hyper, how's it going? So, 2 inputs, outputs. Let's see, there's an output there. This one is also on chloride, hypochlorous acid. I feel like these output hatches should not have things in them. Diluted sulfuric acid, 150 millibuckets. I guess it is pulling it out. Just being real slow. TPS is so bad. Okay. Two input fluids, output fluid, output item. I can just do output item here. Output bus, that's gonna be the item. But hatch. Yeah, the TPS is real bad. I had to take my world off of a server, so we're running in limp mode right now. So we are making biphenyl dust. And that input hatch is get benzene toluene. Benzene toluene. Let's go 2 buckets. And then I also need, no, that should be everything, right? Some anchors down and do that. And you're going to kick on? Yes. Yes. Biphenyl dust. Throw that. Another dust in the drawer there. Okay, polychlorinated biphenyl. Chlorine. That should be simple enough. I can probably just do an input here. It's going to have 2 outputs. Chlorine, biphenyl. Do input hatch. Input bus. No. Want those the other way, I think. Hatch. Bus. Bus is going to get you. Hatch is going to get you. And we're going to control it off of this. Emitter there. Toggle bus there. Polychlorinated biphenyl. So 8 buckets on the top side, 4 on the bottom. Got those. No, I'm gonna go ahead and put some storage in first. I need a faster canner. Yeah, I think the EPS is so bad because of not Ender IO, Laser IO. Polychlorinated. So I should just be able to throw a cable down here. And this will start working. Yep. Polychlorinated biphenyl. Yep. Right. And PCB coolant. Just going to be a mixer. Did I put other mixers over there? Yeah, those are mixers. Because these are pretty much full. I don't want to mess around with those anymore. So I got a mixer set up here, and this is set up for only items. Now I talked before about how I can set this up, run fluids, and I think I should do that. Let's see. Take all of these. I'm gonna move the IV hatch. Someday when the things break. That one will go there, that'll go there. That's gonna come across. IV hatch is gonna go there. Converter, honestly, can go here. Wire cutters, snip, snap. Move the maintenance hatches. Here. Yeah, sure, why not? That's fine. Oh, break. Okay. Now I'm going to put an input hatch here. Nope, did not mean to do that. Input hatch. Now this is only fluids. feel like I'm gonna leave that one. And then aren't there item and fluid, but there's not like an ME dual input hatch. So I think what I'm gonna do, let's see. They're all filled up. Input hatch. And then I guess I'll just grab some more Ovar. Not sure what this is gonna look like in the end. Need cables. And I used all my orders, so I'll grab more. Like so. Then here, I am needing threshold level emitters. Those go here. And this guy is going to be PCB coolant. I'm going to have to put in a container. Now let's see. You need 8 buckets of PCB coolant. So let's change this to 64. 32. You're going to get first another 1K drive. Does anybody know of any safe stream music? Every time I've tried to put music on during a stream, it always ends up getting copyrighted. Not that I'd make any money or anything, but maybe in the future. PCB coolant. And then there is the version hot PCB coolant, right? But that would likely be going here. Liquid heat. You are smart cable. What is that? Connection. Interesting. Oh, this is exporting hot ingot. Isn't there? Just do tooltips. Advanced tooltips. How can I not see tooltips? Do you not see tooltips? Or is there not a tooltip on the coolant? There might not be. I might have to put like another export bus here. Or build another set of vacuum freezers. I think I probably have to build another set of vacuum freezers. I could put an export bus there and another interface. Yeah, I should do that. Output, input bus. No, it would be here. 7 seconds at HV. And what is this? EV? Not PCB. Go in there. Liquid helium. Put hatch. Now that will be another interesting on the down. That's helium. Dual input hatch. I don't think I want to do that right away. I think I'd have to put another input hatch here. To take PCB coolant. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just do 2. If I can. Yes. On the down, gonna be a fluid. Gonna be a filter, hot PCB. Now, how did I set this up? These are stocking cards, right? So down, stocking card, PCB. Down, stocking card, PCB. Now, when we get that, not really a question of if, but when. That should go in there. And we need a storage disk for hot PCB coolant. Hot PCB coolant. And the mixer. I need to finish setting this guy up. So you're set up. You just need that. Do I not have distilled water? I sure do. Oh, there it is. And I need a bucket of it. I don't know what keeps happening. Why does it keep, like, changing my, what I'm, like, looking at? So we got PCB coolant. Now, in raw naquita, which means the dimensionalized distabler. Okay. I got a couple more things we're working on before we get to that. Scheelite glass. A large quantum compressor. Okay, that needs 12. Dimensional destabilizer needs 22. One oniric relay? What the hell is that? Needs 2. Daydream Spire and Hellforge. Neat. That needs 4. Sound down just a little bit more. Okay, so we're making PCB coolant. Need to go pick up my toolbox so I don't forget it. Now we need some more stuff. Pure, it's a double pure netherite plates. So let's go ahead and set that up. That's gonna be, is it getting really slow to make the rhodium? Ooh, I burned up all the rhodium plated rhodium plated palladium. I should have set this up high on 2. Let's go change that to 2. This is going to be 3. This is going to be 3. This is going to be LUV machine case. And I have 64, and then on the bottom side we have 16. So that should not be inserting. And this, I'm going to change this to 3. Or it's 2? Yeah, 2. So this should stop inserting. Which one of these is running the rotted plated palladium? That's HSSE. 60 seconds. Why is it? Oh, because the TPS is so bad. I'd like to fix the TPS, but I just cannot get rid of solar panels yet. And I only have those and these. You know what? There's more over here. I can get. Who knows? Maybe that'll help. Go into the trash. That help? Maybe a tiny bit. No, not really. Okay. Well, frick. Are these hooked up to anything? They are. Astalloy. This one's not. I could do another plated palladium. And I think it's okay. What else? Double netherite. That's what I went over here for. Running nothing. That one's running graphene. So you're going to be that. We're going to say 4 and 32. And you are a bender on 2. It needs to be. Should. Maybe not. Just really, really slow. We'll put those there with those double plates. What was the double? Oh, the double plated was used here. Oh, I don't really need a bunch of. Well, I guess whatever. I'll just keep stacks of. Chillite glass. Need fluid solidifier. And also, the liquid scheelite is going to be an extractor. I have room down here. Not really. Means I'm going back here. Let's see. List connectors. Oh, 1, 2, 3. We'll go back from there like so. And I'm gonna need an IV inverter. 16 amp. And another wireless connector, which will just go there. Light blue, light blue, light blue. Connect you to that. You. Let's see, extractor, solidifier. And Luix cable. And an interface. Probably extended interface. This is an extended. That's an interface upgrade. Is an interface. Come. You are going to get some cards. It's going to be the glass. Another threshold level emitter there because this is going to need an insert. Actually, oh well, how good's our shell light doing? Our shell light looks like it's fine. Yeah. This is going to be liquid shell light. And let's say 8 buckets, 4 buckets, and this. Maybe I'll use the gears later, so that's probably fine. I don't know exactly how many solar panels, but it's these here. And then I've got a mirrored setup back here on this side. I think the issue with my TPS is all the laser IO stuff, which I don't have I don't have them super upgraded or anything. I mean, they're all on stocking cards, so maybe that's not good. I don't know. But what I want to do is get rid of all the solar panels. And to be able to do that, I'm going to need fusion. And then eventually, I basically just want to go back to the beginning of the base. Like, come back here and I don't want to rip all these machines out, but I want to rip out all these laser nodes. Because I think that's where, like, most of my issues coming from. So this is going to be insert, and this is going to be an extract. But it's going to be on high on 1 stocking. You're going to have hard on your input. Those are going to be purple. So all that should be running just fine. Once I put shell light in there. Now the shell light's going to get put into here, and it's not going to get taken out. I can probably do a couple more of those. That way they're just sitting in there. Now, liquid shell light, yeah, okay. Curious if there was a difference between that and the other one. This liquid shell light. We should see that go in and come out once I put power down. That should get cooked up and pulled out. I actually want that to be there. See that go in there, and when it gets up to 8 buckets, it should turn off like our HSLA. HSLA is up to 82 buckets. insert on 3 high. Oh, I never turned that on. Damn it. Have a bunch of HSLA. I mean, I could fluid solidify a bunch of it, but glad I checked on it though. And then this guy is gonna get inserts. 144 buckets, 144 millibuckets. Laminated glass. Go. And auto exports. I don't need a lot. So the 64 in here and the 64 in here should be plenty. How long does that take though? 12 seconds. Rough. Another star blocks. That's simple enough. Need just one? Okay. Do we need another star plates for anything? Another star lens, maybe? No. Aberration laser consume. Okay, yeah, so we do need a couple there, but that's deal. Oil, crude Stargate rod. Okay. We can lock it, link it. Okay, that got us that. So we need non-conductive casing. And for that, we need, oh, it's right here. Plates and frames. We have plates. The frames are just an assembler on rods, so that's just fine. So 1 assembler, 2 assembler. So first assembler is going to get 4 rods. That's going to be circuit 4. And you're getting frames, and you're getting plates. Frames. Plates. You're going to auto export your auto export. And that should trigger this. He's got his plates. Now he's got his frames. It just need to be on circuit 6. Okay. Sweet. That's that done. And then the assembly line grading. That's just going to be a crafting recipe, which I should have set up over here. Let's see. Do I have... Don't have the pattern terminal thing. Why do I not have it over here? Did I put it someplace? Oh, right here. Facing into the wall. Okay. Let's do that. Pop those in there. That is going to go there. But I need to set an insert on this of 6 of those. One of those. One of those. And then in here. Okay. 6. Look at that. We got everything. And now you should craft. Yeah. Just kind of slow. Assembly line grading. Let's see. That was not a quest. But I don't think I need the parallel hatch. So we should be able to make this other than the Rubric gear. Minor, dimensional stabilizer, assembly line control casing. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of those. So I should set up another craft for those. Ruridit. Casing. Pick it up. Okay, Ruridit casing. Or assembly controller casing. 4221. Four of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. 1 of those. Of these. 2 of these. Those. And 1 of those. And now I need those gears, which are going to go here. And we'll say 16 and 8 should be totally fine. Extruder, so 4. Bam. For those, but I need a gear mold. Gear mold, ring mold. Gear mold. Let's grab that. Put over here. It probably already went into here, didn't it? Is it trying to run? What's going on? But does need to be on distinct buses. Is it slow? 2 seconds. It is kind of slow. IV is the top tier that we're on right now. Boom, assembly line casing. So we got 28 of those. Things are running just fine. Nice and peachy. So we should be good. I need 2 Ruridit gears, which I can steal from here. That's that. I need 2 LUV processors. I need 2. Is it 2? It's 4. 4, and then the LUV machine hull. If I take all of this and put it into an IV assembler, which I have one over yonder. Compressor, wire mill, assembler. Ooh, look at that. Dimensional destabilizer. Okay, so what I do with this... Get a ton of lava from it. How long does this take? 90 seconds. 90 seconds. Oh. We're gonna need to find a place to put this guy. Let's see, he uses 4,000 EU a tick for 75 seconds to get me 1 stack of Naquadah. I suppose the dimensional destabilizer would be a decent centerpiece over here. 90 seconds is quick, but not when your TPS time is absolutely atrocious. When your game is running at half speed, yeah. Let's see. Now, wasn't a tape measure, right? And this is 17 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 13. It's 13 blocks. So I could run this. I can run it over here and put it down right there. I think it makes sense to be there. I think it makes sense to be there. I'm going to do some ore generation or processing and generation over here. This is where we're making a ton of cobblestone. Got a cobblestone, dust. Ooh, there's a lot of dust in there. 36 seconds. So, gonna want to lift this up in the air. 2 blocks. Let's do 3 blocks up. So I should just be able to put that controller block right on there. Just need to make sure that we've got, oh, tungsten carbide frames. I don't know if I have those. I do. Do I 56. Non-conductive casings. I'll take my Nether Star block. Got 64 non-conductive casings, which is fine. So let's put down this guy. Oh, it's painfully slow. Yeah, if you take a look, like I said, I did run the profiler earlier, and nothing really seems to be standing out as far as like being red or anything. I mean, obviously, these guys are taking up quite a bit of tick time. Now, to be fair, also my computer isn't that great. The only, like, this distillation tower seems like it's running kind of high. But I think one of the issues is just all of the um, laser IO stuff that I have. But like I said, going back over to here, I think if I get rid of all of these, I think that'll be a pretty big help. But I've got to be able to go through and just make sure none of it's actually like being used for anything. I just have to go through and make sure that they're actually replaced with another machine. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't have that many solar panels. Um, I don't really know how many are here though. Probably, what's that? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe like 15 stacks of solar panels. But I honestly think that the problem is mostly laser IO. We're just waiting on this guy to finish, and then we can place it down. So let's see. Using it for this, I'm going to need inputs and outputs. I think I'm just going to run ME connections and then level emit them. And then that is IV, so we could run it at LUV. But I could make the LUV energy hatch. No, I can't. Because I need a scanner and I need an assembly line, which will probably be next up on the list. But, bam, dimensional destabilizer. You can go right here. It's not quite as large as I thought it was going to, but don't I have, is it the terminal? Put those there. So you're saying my 2,941 panels is too much? How much do I have? Um, where is math? Where is this guy? Do this. This is just right, so what did I say? 15 stacks? I can't do the math there apparently. Yeah, 15 times 64. Can't use that one apparently. I probably have less than 1,000. Probably have less than 1,000 solar panels. Yeah. Yeah, like this profile? I don't know. Like I said, I could see the overlay. See, let's finish this guy out. So 56 tungsten carbide, 8 assembly line. I don't think it posted in chat. Maybe it did. I could run it again. Let me finish building this and then I'll run it again. Let's see. Need 56 of these. Two, 56, 8 assembly line casings, and 5 coils. $112 stress-proof casing. And what is it? Just the glass that's left? 22 shellite glass. Okay, and now it's just the inputs and the output and maintenance. Maintenance. I'm assuming everything has to go where the stress-proof casing is. Energy hatches, I'll throw back, but here? Why is that? Oh, so? Yeah, but it was still pretty bad before I was streaming. Okay. Now to automate it. Guessing I can just do from here. Let's see, input bus, output bus, input hatch, output hatch. Now you're good. Look at you. Let's do. Grab an IV. Inverter 16 amp. And apparently that's not going to happen. Need to throw these in a 16 amp wire mill. It's 316. So pop that there, that there. And there's my wire cutters. Okay. Cables, level emitter. Don't think I need anchors, but I will need toggle buses. And this is just for getting Nakoda. But for right now, just the one. Takes 37 seconds. Okay, so raw Nakoda. And I have 64, below 32, yeah, whatever. Now, this is going to be the big question. How we need to process this? Probably tells me, right? In the quest. Leading to that. But also to be able to get that. I'll need hot Nakoda. There's pretty good late game lava source. Yeah, so I do have lava being made some way. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's still being made in the barrel. Did I make it in an essence burner? I think I might have made it in an essence burner. No, I don't think so. No. Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm gonna be made here. I guess it is a little bit slower though, so. You will get that and PCV coolant. So another star shard, and then the Input hatch is going to get PCB coolant, a bucket. Then the tiny pile of nether stardust. I'll craft that up into nether stardust and then also put that into the implosion compressor, I guess. And I just need a wireless connection over here. I think I link all of these. They're all being like that. Let's see, I'll just put one there because this is using very little channels. And there. Oh, it's running. It's running. Yeah, the stabilizer's better for lava. Okay. And I'm guessing there will be a use for lots of lava later then. Okay, so Naquadah, what's going to be the best way to process this? Let's check the quest line again. We got the raw Naquadah, Naquadah dust. Looks like there's probably going to be a couple of ways to process it, huh? Probably macerator it. And then, are there any byproducts that are useful? Probably not. So grind it. And then we could wash it, could thermal centrifuge it, could hammer it. It doesn't really matter. I could like macerate, centrifuge. Actually, macerate, thermal centrifuge, macerate again. And then the enriched. There's a couple of options that it can go to. Now I think this will turn off. I think it's going to run for 2 cycles, but now it should be off. We got Naquadah dust. I can just throw that into a macerator. Gonna get us hot Naquadah. Naquadah coils. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have to probably call it there, but that's a decent little push. So this guy's gonna run, looks like through 2 more. It's got the one that it's doing right now, and then another one, which I'm gonna let the game just kind of sit and do that. And then, yeah, let me run the profiler one more time. Let me move to stand more in the middle. See, it's like, Why is it saying that my TPS so high? Isn't that like weird? Okay, let's do this. Okay, there, that's disabled. Let's open it up and see what this other window looks like. Uh, let's see. Of 7,927 entries, the GTC EME output bus is using 370. Is that, I don't know, whatever ticks. The solar panels are using 238. The laser node using 193. Some other output buses. There's a couple of output buses here that are using quite a bit. E output bus, ULV output bus. Aggregate. Ooh, yeah. So solar panels 914, 51%. Yeah, okay. And then laser IO nodes are using 8%. Okay, cool. So basically I just need infinite energy. I guess that's good news, right? All I got to do is delete all my solar panels. So we've got a decent amount of Naquita now. I just need to set up a processing line for it. And we did get 2 tiny piles of nether stardust. Now, once I get enough of that, I should be able to put that into this implosion compressor. Right? Yes. I can craft that up in a packer. And then that goes into the implosion compressor. So I should probably let this run for longer, right? I mean, there's not going to be a net gain on the nether star dust. So maybe I won't let it run. I could probably, I think I might even have some other old solar panels over here that I could try deleting. I think it's just a stack of them here, though. Bye. That one was kind of bad. Did say there were some input buses or output buses that were running pretty hard. That guy's running a lot. So I want to get rid of those pretty soon. And I'm not really at a point. What was holding me back? I want to get these solar panels. I guess nothing really. I mean, I could upgrade the solar panel. Because I have 4s. I went up to 5s. Just kept it a lot less. I did lose my rhodium. Is that building back up yet? No, it's not. How are the plates? Oh, the plates are really slow. What is this still over here running? Yeah, it's trying to. It shouldn't be. Oh, no. Now it shouldn't be. Oh, they constantly check transfer between each other. So would it be better for me to like separate them? Or maybe put more plugs on them? Hmm. Only marginally. Okay. I guess that'll be the next. I mean, that is kind of what I'm trying to work towards now, getting to the fusion reactor, run the fusion turbine or plasma turbine. Is that a quest over here, the plasma turbine? I need to update the pack as well. I'm just worried that it's going to break something like it did last time. Delete my whole entire floor. Okay, well, that was a good little bit of progress there for today. Like I said, I'm gonna let the game sit for a little while, catch up on some of the alloys that have been running. Let's see, HSSS, HSSE, Twinite definitely needs to run. I should set up rhodium over here. Oh, it's got ruridit in it. What's this one? This one is nothing, so this guy. And it's set to how much? 1024. $512. But hatch is going to be argon. Buses on 12. Okay. So we'll get some more rhodium plated palladium. What's the update to the assembly line that I need to update for? I will. I just haven't updated because I didn't think it was relevant to anything that I had just yet. Rhodium plated. Good. It's backing up. Just recipes. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at updating probably before I get too far into the assembly line or too close to the assembly line. I mean, I know I'm close right now, but I'm gonna let this sit and run. I've got stuff to do, but I'll probably try and update it very soon. Automated that. Automated haste alloy. Yes. Boron. Did I do that? No. Okay. All right. I think that's going to be good, though, for today's episode. All this stuff will sit and run. Then I'll be back. I think I'm going to try and get back on tomorrow to stream some more. And we'll keep pushing and pushing and pushing for the fusion. Thanks for stopping in, Hyper.